for following. I have been up. I don't know how much sleep I've gotten, but we are in our dying minutes, and this is not the time for us to relax. We really need to get on our feet and protect our votes. We are the foot soldiers. So if you're at home, you are relaxed, guys, do not relax. If you have time, please napapata my polling station and make sure that the ballot boxes either yaenda olo ngaya kalimo, make sure kuti yatengewa with the right people. Yeah, I've been tagged in videos, I've been tagged in posts, in pictures where people have gone and they have stolen the ballot boxes. That is uncalled for. That is uncalled for. And if you have any information of the people that are doing those things, please report to the police. Take a video, take a picture of them and post. There are people that are willing, they are such 24/7 right now until the day we hear the presidential results have been announced. That's when we'll sleep. Some of us were not even going for work. Tatengama leave. Up to the 17th until they announce kuti lelo, my results and so on. So that's when we're going to sleep. Yeah. So how about you who actually went into that polling station and casted your vote? You should be very concerned at this moment. Yes, I am excited that we're scooping, we've scooped rather seats in parliament, but this is not where we end, guys. This is actually where we start from. So if you love your dear president, it should be your concern right now to know exactly what is happening with our presidential elections. Yeah, we spoke. We exercised our democratic rights. Now it is time for us to protect our votes. Have you seen what is happening? So this is in Matero constituency where they found ballot boxes just lying around. Yeah, I was tagged by someone. These results have not even been officially announced. And you decide from your head to go and steal the ballot boxes and just throw them on the streets. Do you even care for your nation? If you don't care for yourself, at least think about your nation. Think about your children. Of course, obviously, when you want to cool, I'm not into Vaso. Why? Why would you do that? Who is sending you? Zambians, we need to get to the bottom of this. We need to know who is doing this. Who is sending these people? Yeah? Please, 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 let us defend our presidential vote now, today. Yeah, try to find out in your own capacity, your nearest polling station or whatever. Find out what is happening. Yeah, and if you hear of any news around in your community to say, or if you are watching me and you know that you were a part of that team, yeah, you can't do this to Mother Zambia. It's uncalled for. Yeah, these ballot boxes need to go to the totaling centers. Mwaiba so that chinkaribwa. Come on, guys, we've come this far, to be honest. Don't let people use you. When you are caught, these people that are sending you will be on the first plane out of Zambia. They'll be gone. And there'll be no one to defend you. You will rot in Chimbwakaila. Yeah? Tundalama tomnewa kupasanu, tundalama tungono maningi. That money will not even sustain you. Already, maybe as we are speaking, that money is gone. They cannot pay you enough money to make you rich for doing such activities. Come on, we've come this far. We've come this far, dear Zambians. Let us work hard. Let us go out there and protect our presidential vote until it is announced on the 17th of August. Yeah, I'm trusting you that you are going to do the right thing. Wantenja, I thought you just appear here suddenly, but having read your concerns, your concern about CK and his what? And his war. I now understand you're actually an old-timer who has always stood on the side of the truth despite living in the diaspora. Yeah, despite living in the diaspora, even the time I was in Zambia, even in 2021, I did campaign for UPND in my own small capacity. If I go back and screenshot some of the things that I used to post on my personal profile, you're going to laugh. I was trying to watch the defender UPND. So thank you so much for noting that. Yes, I did make a post about Chishubaka Mbwili when he was arrested. And to me, I feel he's an amazing politician that has done so much for Mother Zambia. And whatever it is that happened to him was so unfortunate. You know, this is a man that was mourning in that period. He lost his brothers due to, you know, going up and down to appear for court sessions and stuff. And after that, this man is being arrested. I wrote a letter in my capacity as Ntenje, a daughter of the soil of Zambia, pleading with the president. I knew that even if I'm writing this, the president is not going to read, but I still wrote. If you go back to my page, down, I have written letters tagging the president. I have written letters tagging certain individuals, you know, in the government, and just airing my views and just my heart, just speaking my heart as a patriotic Zambian. I left it there and I said, one day it will speak for itself. Yeah. So when I was congratulating Wakambwila, I remembered, I said, no, there's something I wrote about a year ago. If you see, I think that was 15th July 2025 when I wrote that. Yeah. And I had to target I was like, look, guys, so it's not like we've been supporting these people, yeah, but in our own silence. Yeah. I'm still humble before you, my people. Mommy, I'm still a small girl. This is only... So Johnson is saying the same thing happened in Mandevu constituency. Primitivity in UPND has been high, and these are the mistakes we are facing now. We are dealing with crooks, and we need to work. Thanks, Tenji. Thank you so much, Johnson, for your comment, and thank you for defending Mother Zambia. Be concerned about issues of national development. You don't have to be a politician. You don't have to be rich. You don't have to have a lot of money. You don't have to be eloquent and well-spoken. In whatever language and capacity that you're in, speak up for your nation. Yeah? If you see something is wrong, look for a platform. It's not everyone that will come in front of cameras and be brave and face the cameras and speak. Yeah? If you can write, people will read. So if you can write. If you can speak. If you can put it in a song, put it in a song. If the message is right and ripe, it will reach the right people at the right time. So, do not sit back and say, we're in a Facebook page, in about 200 per Facebook page, panga. Those same 200 people, in fact, it's even better because those are people that know you. And if they see you rise and talk about certain things, you understand? This is not the time to keep quiet. It's not. Yeah? Elo msakambe wakamba Mazambians mulikutali mwesimu ina kunyumba but biza mungo yapping asimuza venevichitika. We know what is happening. I love my sleep. If you see my face, I'm tired. From part 12, 19 hours when I knocked off from work, I was on my phone calls, on group chats, on TikTok lives, just wanting to find out exactly what is happening back at home. Yesterday, I was busy encouraging people to go and vote. Go and vote. Yeah? So guys, we only have one Zambia na papata. We only have one Zambia. Today we're together. Lero tilipamozi, and we are going to fight this together until the end. So my main message this morning and going forward is let us protect our presidential vote. Let us defend our democracy. Let us make sure we know and understand what is happening. Very soon at 12 o'clock, we might have an update from ECZ. Let us be tuned in. Let us listen. As we are getting those numbers from the different polling stations, wherever we are, Post them, write them down. Yeah. The other important thing that we all need to remember is, let us know also, I'm seeing certain results that are popping up that are not true. There is no way you can say, oh, mumu district bantu banashta register beze 80,000 banashta register bantu mu district mu beze maybe let's say 50,000. Iyo bolemba ma results at our bantu your political party ya wina ma votes 80,000. Nishimo bacho sakuta abantu bena ngomne mfakirako. Yeah. So let us also know the total number of registered voters in each district. This information is out there. It's there on ECZ website. It's there broken down. Yeah. Let us know. Let us know how many registered voters in each district, even as these polling people are announcing the votes. Total number of people that registered as voters. Let us not sit here and start listening to false information. You're just going on pages. No. Be on the ground. Stop being misled. Be on the ground yourself. Kazitenga ma numbers walemba. Verify on your own. Put some interest. Put some interest in what's happening. Napapat. Rachel Banda is saying, let the UPND stop misleading people that the results being sent are fake. They are coming straight from the polling stations. I can tell you, I spent the whole day yesterday without food or water just to protect the votes. Well done, my darling you. Well done, Rachel Banda. May God richly bless you. And may the land of Zambia favor you. Yeah? I couldn't move not even an inch. I didn't mind about being hungry. I did it for Zambia. Keep up the good work. Rachel, you have made my day. I might as well switch off my live. Thank you so much, my darling. This is the spirit that we need. This is the patriotism we are talking about. Yeah, this is how the Kaundas and them liberated Zambia in 1964. They all rose up. Let us forget about Nidiemo Chan. Mamon Vela Rachel. Rachel is telling us to say she did not drink or eat anything the whole day yesterday. She was there. I'm assuming you were a polling agent or something, Rachel. Well done. And I believe there's so many Rachels out there, you know, that have done what you've done. I will Rachel on each time press. Yeah? God bless you. Nkonsi saying, now that you and your people are losing, you want to claim rigging. Who is talking about rigging? If somebody has won, let them win. Clean game, whitewash. Yeah? I will not complain. I will not complain if it is a clean game and a whitewash. And you and me cannot say when your political party is losing because we do not have the final results, do we? All we know right now is the stance of the members of parliament. Why? Because it was announced at polling level and there's nothing else that has to be added or subtracted from those numbers. Therefore, we are confident and we know. So, Muzchindik, and think about your nation and don't be so selfish. Yeah? Don't just go on your keyboard and type whatever rubbish that you have to type just because you're able to type and write. This is not the time to joke. This is a matter of life and DEATH. I'm not going to say it because Facebook does not allow to say certain words. This will determine how Zambia is going to live in the next 5 years. Whether it is going to the worst or it will improve. So, if you come here and say whatever it is that you want to say because you want to be seen, get out. This is not the time for jokes. And I'm not joking. People are telling you they were at polling stations yesterday. Yeah? No food, nothing, no water. They said they could not move an inch because they wanted to make sure that people's votes were protected. And you're coming here saying what? Who are you? This is not your space. And just do me a favor and follow me because I don't have such people. I don't want such people on my page. I'm not for numbers. For me, I'm for the truth. and I'm for my motherland, and God is going to bless me because he knows I'm doing it from the bottom of my heart and I'm standing for what is true. Yeah? So stop being funny. Stop being funny. Aaron, thank you so much for being positive. God bless you, my brother in the diaspora. Thank you so much. You've been up and about. Yeah? These are the giants. These are the people that are holding, Zambia dearly. People have given. These are people that have given from their pockets. Yeah? Sacrificed. Wakumbuka kutiba ina kunyumba. Thank you so much, Aaron. May God richly bless you, my brother.
Drink the magic potion.
Rachel Banda, do you want to call in? Do you want me to bring you on? You're saying, call me, we talk. Yeah? This is open air Buruang. So let me know if you want me to invite you right now, and if you want to say something. Imwen mama is my polling station, so muzavezo chitika. It's saying very true, this is our lives. Yeah? Some of you, if you have directly benefited or whatever, there are certain people that have put interest, muli national development, or choosing the right leaders, not because that they are suffering or but because they are concerned, they have relatives and they have friends who are struggling, and they know that something better can be done for them. Yeah. So I was saying, Alice Mlenga is saying, this is very true. This is our lives. It is our lives. Bantu Benango, they are so concerned. But Benamanchito, they are comfortable where they are. But they are concerned because they have relatives and they have friends that are going through certain things. And they feel that by voting in the right government, things are going to change for them. Yeah? And they are there supporting, Mlenga Steve is saying, the ECZ are delaying to announce the results, particularly presidential results, as it will start raising unnecessary suspicions in the nation. Well, ECZ just has to announce those results, and it is their mandate to announce presidential, results. Yesterday, I heard in their briefing, they said that they'll be back today. They didn't really specify, but obviously maybe around 12-ish, they mentioned in the afternoons. So very soon, Tizamvela will hear an update from them. So let us hear how far they're going to go. Gertrude is saying God is involved in this battle. Yes, Gertrude, I do agree with you. God is involved from the beginning to the end. And it is the will of God that will prevail in the nation of Zambia. Nothing is going to happen that God has not allowed. Good Christian, I will say thank you to God, because it is the permissive will of God. Whatever is going to happen, we have prayed, we have fasted, we have praised. Yeah? We have done it all. And whatever it is that's going to happen at the end of the day, because we have involved God from the very beginning. We have watchmen, we have people that keep the gates of our land. They have prayed before God, and God has heard our prayers. And depending on his answer, we as his people are going to say, Lord, we thank you for the answer that you have given us. Yeah? We will say thank you to God. We will say thank you to God, because only he knows the plans of Zambia. He saw Zambia even before it was formed. We call it Mother Zambia. So even before Zambia was formed in its mother's womb, God saw it. And he says he has plans for Zambia, plans to prosper Zambia and not plans to harm Zambia. And today I stand as a daughter of the nation, born from the soils of Zambia, and I say Zambia will not have leaders that are going to shun the name of God. God is not going to have leaders that are Freemasons. God is not going to have leaders in my country, in my nation of Zambia. As long as I am Zambian and Zambian blood flows in my veins, God is not going to allow any ungodly person take up any leadership role. Takana, you are not taking us where God does not want us to go. Therefore, even as Christians, this is why we are standing and we are saying we want the right people in the office, because our country was declared as a Christian nation, and we all agreed and said Zambia is a Christian nation, and we will move with that milele na milele, and nobody is going to change that. This fight is beyond what you can see with your physical eyes, but this is a spiritual fight, and we are saying we are going to fight it in the spirit, and it will manifest in the physical. If man is going to rise and go against what God wants, God himself will come and he will fight for us. What we're going to do as Christians is we are going to keep calm, because we know that the Lord has everything in his hands, and whatever it is that will happen in my motherland, the Lord has permitted it to happen. You and me will come back and we will be witnesses of the marvelous, doings of God. And everything I leave in the hands of God 100%. And God is not going to disappoint us. Yeah. Caroline Malipande, my mother, I love you so much. Thank you. I'm humbled that you're watching me and so on. Thank you for voicing out for the sake of Mother Zambia. Yes, Mom. I know even the type of love that you have for my nation. Yeah. And I know that you people are praying for Zambia. Thank you so much, Mom, for the encouragement. And I am convinced that what is going to happen is the will of God. It is the will of God. It is the permissible will of God. This is what God has permitted and said it will happen in the land of Zambia. Because I believe powerful men and women of God, children of God, are praying. And the Lord has heard our prayer. The Lord has seen our cries. Even things that we do not know, things that we have not witnessed. A lot has been done and agreed in our motherland that you and me do not know of. Stiziba. If it was it's just the manifestation of some of these things. Yeah. If God could open your spiritual eyes and my spiritual eyes to actually see some of these things, I think we could have been on our knees right now and praying to God. Somebody is saying we cannot give presidency to a man that has just turned up from nowhere who does not have experience. Well, even God went to the bush where David was, David, and anointed him. Yeah, so God can bring up a leader in anyone and anybody. Now come back, this is the person that is going to lead you. Yeah. So you and me cannot say just because we want to be seeing Muntu Abuela or Masuti and Nachita Bwanja. And by the way, Brian Munduile is an experienced politician. And what gives him a plus is the fact that he is a man that is after God's heart. He fears God, for crying out loud. When you have leaders that fear God, you will not hear hate speech from their mouths. They will not do propagandas or do whatever evil things. They will not watch evil prevail in the nation and keep quiet. When a man fears God, he will stand up and speak, because he knows that he's not only accountable to those people, but he is accountable to God. My fellow Zambians, this is not a joke. This is not a joke. Let's not even make fun about it. The other day, I posted a video that Carol did, Karom Shota. Go back to my post or go to her page. She spoke the deep things. She spoke to believers. She said, if you are a believer, she did not take any sides. She did not mention any political party or any presidential candidate. She was very neutral. But she spoke the truth and said, forget about emotions, Zambians. Let us vote with our logic. Let us vote with our spiritual eyes open. There are certain things today, tomorrow when you start seeing your children do those things, that will be permitted to happen in our land, that have been permitted to happen in our land, then you will remember me. You will remember the lady that spoke in the UK in her pajamas. You will feel the world has shattered on you. There's nothing that breaks the heart of a parent than seeing their child do something contrary to what they believe in. Today, we don't even have full control of our own children. It is prayer that is keeping our children, because they're exposed to anything and everything. There's nothing that they do not know. Everything is out there for them. Out there for them. At the end of the day, my duty, you and I as parents, is to pray for our children not to fall prey to some of these things. I hope you understand me. I'm not just yapping. Yeah, I hope you understand where I'm coming from. Bright Kasansala is saying, thank you for standing for Mother Zambia. See you inauguration. See you inauguration, Bruno. See you inauguration in Nibuela. I'm coming. I'm coming. Gertrude is saying, we serve a living God, and God said, let there be light. And yes, there was light. Actually, Carol David is here. She's saying, Romans 13 tells us that he is the one who elects. Yeah? God is the one who chooses leaders. So you sunga boka bachoka kuta mnduwili mnemufuna ni wandani. Hey, wait, God is going to shock you. God is going to shock you. My sister Carol, that was a powerful, powerful message. Guys, if you are watching me right now, I want you to go down, or since Carol is actually here on the live, Carol M. David, go to her page right now and see that live video that she did the day before yesterday. It was really powerful. If you are a believer, if you are a Christian, you need to go and listen to that message. It will position you. It's not too late. You've casted your vote, but you just need to listen to that message. It was a very timely message, Carol. How I wish the world or Zambia, was able to listen to your message that day. Thank you so much for being obedient and for sharing that which the Lord placed upon you. You are a true daughter of Mother Zambia. Patrick is saying, may the will of the people be respected. May the will of God prevail. Amen, Patrick. That is my prayer too. I share your thoughts as well. Yeah. But Mommy Catherine Musiska, thank you so much for watching. I'm humbled. Lillian Chisanga, thank you for watching. Wisdom Kafu is saying, God's will is not Munduwile. Well, that is your opinion. Let's see where it's gonna go. Yeah. Let's see where that is going to go. Part is seeing a fellow Zambian picking up a stone and a stick to hit another fellow Zambian, simply because they do not share the same sentiments. They do not share the same ideas or opinion of who they feel their leader is. If you're so convinced that that man you are supporting should be the next president of Zambia, stand up and speak for them. Debate respectively. There's no need for you to go and harm your brother. Tomorrow, Zambia is bigger than the elections. Zambia is bigger, than all these politicians. Milo, that brother of yours, you will still need that brother and sister. Why do you want to shed blood? Why? And then mkabomwaluza mzashitabwa mwapaya bantu wakaele mwachaya bantu wakaele wamnye bali na chifukwa. How I wish we could be so civilized. Why are we taking things so personal? The other day I was asking myself, I was saying, why are people taking some of these things so personal to a point that you can just walk up to somebody? Few people are removing your personal frustrations, masking it and saying it's political. Mwambo chaya bantu. Yeah? Ivo ni vanu ivo venangu. Ni vintu vanu ma frustrations am no pitamo we mwine weka. Instead of you doing the right thing and bringing in the right leaders so that you'll be able to sort out some of your problems, instead you're trying to remove those frustrations on innocent people. We will not get divided simply because we are choosing leaders that you do not want. Therefore, blacklist mzako. I have people that were not even talking to me for a very long time. And I know why they've done that. It's because I've seen who they are supporting. They have seen who I'm supporting. And automatically, we're enemies. Or we're not in talking terms. And then from nowhere, yesterday, I think they started noticing the wind of change. Number about my messages popping up in my inbox and whatever, tagging me in things. And I'm like, oh, okay, really? Yeah? But I promise you, I will be back again. I will definitely be back again. I am watching these elections very closely. I am appearing on people's TikToks and stuff, just giving my own opinions. I'm looking out for updates. I'm just there. I am present. I am around until the 17th. Yeah. My phones are fully charged and everything else. I will come back here. And if there's anything that we need to talk about, I will come back and we'll address. My inbox is open. My WhatsApp line is open. If you go on top of my page, I have a number there. It's connected to my WhatsApp phone. Yeah, it's connected. I have a number that I'm using. And please, 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 please get in touch. Let's see what is happening. If you noticed something that is unusual, report to the police. If you're afraid, get in touch with people that will help you. Bring this thing to light. Tag me. I'm here. I'm reading. I'm listening. I have all the time in the world because I know my life and that of my loved ones depends on the outcome of this presidential elections. All right. So I'm going to attend to my kids now. I've been putting them on hold for a long time. I love you so much. May God richly bless you. Thank you. No, guys. No.